everyone. This is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best in New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. Well, day 2, I think, or day 3, where we haven't given out $40 million to a player. So I think the spending spree at free agency has probably run its course a little bit. We did restructure the contracts of James Bradberry and Blake Martinez by giving them less in salary and pushing out more, or giving them more of a more of that salary into a bonus. This is the only thing I want to say. And this is all I want to say. You can only kick the can so far down the road. You can't, and that's all you can do. And what the Giants are doing right now is they are playing a very dangerous game. They are kicking the salary can from 2021 into 2022. And all you're doing is, yes, you're giving guys lower salaries, but you're still guaranteeing bonus money the following year. At one point in time, we had 80-something million in cap space in 2022. By my calculations, we have right now about negative $2.5 million. We went from having $80 million in cap space in 2022 to negative $2 million, $2.5 million. Why? Because we're giving these guys contracts, and to fit them in now, we are giving them less in salary and then more in bonus money the following year, or we're extending out their contract to the big paydays or the large amount of money in year 2, 3, and 4. It's a dangerous game. And I keep seeing now on Twitter sphere and articles that the Giants, the parallel to 2000, I'm not going to say what year, because we all know what year. I've already done a video on it. But there's a parallel to a Jerry Reese team not too long ago. And that is concerning. And I know Giant fans don't want to talk about it because they want to be so hyped up for 2021. Football is football is just not one season. For the Madden fans out there, you're playing franchise mode here. And that's what you have to do. You have to worry about the cap next year. You can't, I've said it before, you can't give me a hamburger today, which I'll gladly pay you on Tuesday. Because one day, Tuesday is going to come. I used an analogy with a friend the other day. It's like someone that keeps taking out credit cards. And they keep taking out credit cards with low interest rates or no interest rates or balance transfers. And they keep moving their money around. And then one day the chickens come home to roost, or the Eagles come home to roost. That bill is going to be due. And the problem with the Giants is they're only pushing everything out for a year. I mean, I'm not going to worry about it now, but we need to keep an eye on this because that's what smart franchises do. We don't want to have another Jerry Reese. And Dave Gettleman gave out the third most guaranteed money, or guaranteed contracts this season. The third most he gave out guaranteed for a team that didn't have any cap space. Because all we did was just extend out the cap space into next year. And these projected numbers are off $209 million. Could it be higher because of the TV deal? Sure, it could be higher because of the TV deal, but I don't think it's going to go over 220 because they like to incrementally increase the cap space. And I also get concerned that the 3 big signings are all coming off injuries. But one of the things I did want to talk about, which I found interesting, was Adoree Jackson, the shocking free agent signing. You go around Giant Nation, and there's nothing bad to say. But I was curious to see what the Twitter reaction was in the last couple of days. I mean, you have the player, you have everyone that's like, oh, that's a great signing, and it's all from the Giants' perspective, and it's Giants beat writers and everything else. But then if you take a look at some of the other people that have stepped back and are outside of the Giant perspective, or I should say outside of the Giant Nation, their perspective is a little bit different. So let's just read some of the Twitter reaction. You have all the Giant ones, but let's see what the ones outside the Giant Nation. Wow, didn't see him getting that much. Wow, you don't see a guy get cut and then get paid a raise too often. Wow, former Tennessee Titan cashing in with the Giants, scheduled to make $10 million with the Titans, originally exercised his options before releasing him last week. If this is what they are with if this is what they're paying him Did they really need to bring in Logan Ryan to make it happen? Jeez. This is crazy money. Hold on, my screen popped up. This is crazy money. I mean, the Giants skipped right past 2020 and went back to 2019 and ignored T.Y. Hilton game. Who were they bidding against? Some people just write, whoa. He got waived, got a raise. Good for him. And am I the only one who finds this, though, a little puzzling? They are really banking on Adoree Jackson return to the 2019 self. So the Twitter reaction outside of New York is slightly different than the perspective that we're getting around the league. Now, like I said, he could shut everyone up and just play lights out and put an end to all of it. But I do, like I said, I get concerned sometimes that we get so hyped from a player from what they did in the past, such as 2019, that we don't look what they did the year before, or we don't look at the totality of their career. But I mean, Adoree Jackson to me is a good corner. Is he a CB1? No, I think he's a CB2. And like I said, he is going to play Robin to James Ray's Batman. But I do find the Twitter reaction different once you leave the Giants sphere. Last thing I wanted to do today, which I think is funny, haven't done it in a long time, is read the online Big Blue hate mail. We get some interesting emails, and I laugh because they're fun to read, and I just like reading a couple. We haven't done this in a while. We used to do this every so often, but for some reason people dislike me. I don't know why. I'm so lovable. I just don't get it. But that's okay. I always say I'm not here to get it. First email that we have here. I laugh because when I did this a couple months back, people were like, I got an email from someone. They're like, do you know how to read? And I emailed back, yes, I know how to read, but the problem is sometimes when I read these emails, I have to fill in the words that are either missing or spelled incorrectly or anything such as that. But let's go with hate mail number 1. And this is from unsigned, because majority of times they are unsigned. You know nothing about the Giants. You know less about football. Don't know why you're on the YouTube. You should go now. Okay, well, I think I know a little bit about the Giants, and I think I know a little bit about the sports. I don't know where else I could go off of YouTube. Maybe I could go to what is it? Not Instagram. Maybe I can go to Snapchat, or it's not Snapchat anymore, or whatever it is. TikTok. Maybe I'll go to TikTok. All right, hate email number 3. Daniel Jones is the best quarterback ever to play for the Giants. He will prove you and everyone wrong. This is actually a well-written email. Your knowledge is lacking in what he can do and offer to the team. Trying to compare him to Eli Manning, there is no comparison. There is no comparison whatsoever. You should learn what you do, and you shouldn't talk as much. It seems like you only come on here so you can hear yourself talk. Well, that's you know what? That's very interesting. I don't know if I want to hear myself talk. I could go to the bathroom and talk to myself. I don't need to go on a microphone and talk to myself. I think that's a good one though. In reference to Daniel Jones being better than Eli Manning, I discussed this in a video a day ago. I'm not even going to get into that. I mean, that's just literally crazy talk. All right, let's go to hate mail number 3. You are beyond negative. You never say anything nice about the G-Men. All you want to do is be on YouTube and cause a stir. I don't think that's true. I just try to be honest. I don't know if I'm trying to cause a stir. And this one's actually a long one. It goes on to me. What is this? It goes on to me something about clickbait, and I don't know anything. Again, it gets into the fact that I don't know anything, and there's better YouTubers than me. But I assume that's just being derogatory about me. I'm just getting so sad right now because everyone's being so derogatory towards me. I don't know what else to say. I'm just kidding. All right, let's go on to the last one. Let's see. Let me find a good one because there was some good ones. Oh, I like this. This is probably my favorite one. And this is the one we are going to end it with because it's just plain simple to the point. You are boop, eat. And that's all it says. I wish people when they sent these, well, the music's popping in. I don't know why, but you know what? I just gonna say something real quick here, but let me take down the music here for a second. I wasn't paying attention to the music, so I was trying to read through these emails. I wish if you're gonna send me an email, just put your name to it. That's all. Just put your name to it. I'm not gonna yell at you. Or are you just afraid that I'm gonna read it on the air and say your name? Oh my God.
That's what she said.
Hey, I had to throw that in there. But we're going to have a live stream on Sunday again at noon. That'll be fun. We're going to be talking everything free agency, everything Giants, of course. That is noon Eastern Standard Time. And on Monday, we're going to be at 9 o'clock on co-hosting with Big Pat Sports on his channel as well. I'll put up a link to when that is going to be occurring. And also, you need to listen, guys. Go on iTunes, go on Spotify, go on Google. It's New York Giants across the pond and back. I actually work with a gentleman from the UK, getting the UK perspective on the Giants and the NFL. It's good. It's good. It's fun. It's enjoyable. And I hope you guys can drop in and basically give it a listen. And maybe, like I said, give it a 5 stars or thumbs up or whatever you do on these podcasts. So, but again, this is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best of New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. And as always, if you could subscribe, you ring that bell, you know what that means? That'd be awesome.